Well, it's been an interesting year, guys, but we saved another truck. I don't know how many I've actually fixed this year, but I'll tell you what, fixing them, pretty much all the same satisfaction. It's nice to have another truck back out in circulation in the road. But this year has brought another level to me, and that is seeing the new owner's face in pure excitement when they get to meet the truck for the first time, all completed, knowing they're going to be able to take it home. I'm going to share another one of those with you in today's video. Need a little context on this truck and everything in this video, because you're going to meet my good buddy Cornell. Again, he's been on the channel several times. He's the guy that moved containers for me. He's the one that went with me to go down there and pick up the free truck and the red truck that you guys will probably see on the other channel. But he hit me up a couple months ago and he said, hey, when I get property here soon, I'm wanting to get a four-wheel drive for a personal truck. They got the 5500 cab chassis four-wheel drives for work, but for their personal use, he's like, I would like to get a second gen. And he wanted to buy my sport truck, and I said, I don't know if I want to sell that thing. So he said he's got this truck in their yard that his brother bought from the auction. It's just sitting there, holds a salvage title, and I thought, ugh. But then he sent me some photos of it and talked about the mileage, and it was just too clean to not fix. Salvage title or not, and boys, I'm glad that we fixed this truck because it is awesome. And his reaction on this truck is just priceless. Worth saving right there. Just learned something new about this truck on the way over here. It's been repainted, and I'll show you that in a second. Just found a nail on the ground. Really nice. Flat tire, prevented. This is the first truck on the channel that came from the auction in a condition that was totaled. It's going to carry a salvage title, unfortunately, but somehow that salvage title truck, after quite a few hours, let's be honest, I might have been in the triple digits on the hours on this truck, and that was with no paint work, which I'm grateful for. But hours and hours and hours into this truck, and I'm going to put my name on it saying that this might be, to my own personal opinion, the nicest driving second gen that I've ever driven. Man, it rides great. Who's this guy? So the thing's sitting with a 2-inch level on it, long arm kit on the front, upgraded 09 plus tie rod ends. Highly recommend that because it bolts right on. Doesn't show it in the book, but it goes to this late model second gen, 0102. You can put this third gen front end under it. It's way tough too. Let me give you guys a little tour on it in depth and personal real quick, because the owner is actually en route right now to pick it up, and he wasn't supposed to pick it up till tomorrow, but I said it was ready today, so he didn't hold up at all. I just finished pressure washing it. Let's take a look. 2001 Dodge 2500 four-wheel drive, Cummins turbo diesel, the 24 valve option. It does have the heated power mirror option, upgraded to the 4th gen tow mirrors, so everything plug and play, and it's got the heated button right here. So that's kind of neat that not too many of these trucks had it. Factory fog light truck. I had to upfit the new bumper to accommodate that. New seat cushion, new steering wheel, airbags, dash bezel, dash, airbag module, other airbag over there, all replaced. Aside from that, I already had a nice felt roof liner in it. It's all nice and looks freaking awesome up there. But just take a gander at this truck and just appreciate how clean this thing is and was before somebody stole it. I just gave it a quick vacuum job. Ain't nothing special. And, you know, these trucks, they always get the hard time because the dash is chintzy. But they're honestly getting old enough that the core support for the dash is starting to get a little chintzy. Door cards, you know, you gotta realize these trucks are actually getting kind of old. I just look at them as they're only a couple years back, but man. So this one having nice paint on it, I'm interested. But it wasn't until I fired up the camera just now and I spotted this, because I just now got all the dirt off of it. Look at that. We got a slight bit of overspray right there. The old girl's been repainted. That makes a lot of sense why she looks nice. I believe these wheels are off of a 22. They still maintain the 865 bolt pattern. Upgraded the hitch back here because they got a chintzy design for these tow hitches on the back. A lot of leverage, not enough steel. Hey, I made an update, so you just bolt on an extra bracket. I took the whole thing off and put the updated one on there, whole 9. Come over to this side. I believe this fender, can't really tell in camera, but in person it's a slight shade off because, well, the truck's got pretty much brand new paint on it, and the fender, I'm gonna suspect factory, so it doesn't quite have the pop. But nevertheless, we found a gold one, and I didn't have to paint. Went ahead and left the little plastics on the headlights for the owner when he shows up. Let him have those on her. But check her out underneath. There is hours on top of hours into this little configuration right here. Bolts on to the back right there for your cross member for your transmission. Long arm kit. All those mounting brackets on the differential. I had to cut all those off, straighten them all out. Glad I did because, well, got to make sure this differential stayed under the truck, and, well, it didn't go to waste. That's my main thing. It didn't go to waste. Every one of these spots, I marked it so that they can come down here after putting a couple miles on the truck and make sure everything's tight, see if anything's backed off, because that's quite a project putting all that stuff underneath there. If you're going to get yourself a 24 valve and you got a little bit of walking around money, get yourself a fast kit to put on this thing. Fast fuse relay system. Got the fuse right there, relay right here. That just is another more sure thing saying that you're always going to have good lift pump pressure to your injection pump. If you lose that lift pump, factory or not, you're in trouble, because that lift pump feeds that injection pump. And if it doesn't have that feed, then that injection pump just is slowly dying. Have yourself $100 fuel pressure gauge, just to tell you you're at about 17 psi. So got that on there. And then, because I'm not keeping this truck, the next person that's going to work on it, I went ahead and labeled these down here. So you see them in there. What's that? The fuel pump one. Then we got one over here. This is for the, oh, that one's coming off, unfortunately. Come on, get back on there. That little wire is for the mirrors, because they are running. It's just simple things, because you don't have to trace down the wires. Got a little running light on the mirror. Little doodads like that, I feel like they're going to go a long way. I'm just going to close that up. So I'm running my gauge and the key on ignition power for the lift pump right there. So when you key it on, make sure you're running your almost 20 psi, 17 psi to the pump. Sensor's right on the top. We're good to go. Without further ado, new owner should be here in a second. Let's see what he says. Uh-oh. New owner's here. Oh, he brought the new truck too. Look at that guy. Can't see through the tent. He's in there. Pull it off. There you go. They're pretty good little lights too, considering the bulbs in it are just whatever was in the truck.
Like a new iPhone.
Yeah, there you go. You know the deal, it's like you got a phone and you keep that case on there for a while, or that protective, and then somebody rips it off and you're just like, yep, you're done.
Looking good. Love the engine sound.
Yeah, you can hear it. I told you she scoots. Got her up to 40 real quick.
There's a greenie.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Hey, those 354s, they're freaking around town. Just hit the tow haul mode and get rid of fourth gear. Damn. I'll have to go buy a stock one of these automatic just to see if the comparison. Because this thing feels like it's got a little pep. The more I've driven it, the smoke kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because before you would have rolled cold.
You turbo, just like bring it in. This is only a manual.
Your wife will drive this one. Oh no! Slide them. There you go. That's good. Regraded the driveway, it's fine. I get the tractor, it's alright. Gotta love that short box, short cab, short trailer. She's off to her forever life, forever home. Oh man, all the hours, good deal. That's a cool dude right there. Man, it's so rewarding doing a truck like that, all the hours and everything, and just endless appreciation. So I really hope that truck does and delivers everything he's hoping. It's a play truck for that gentleman. Cornell, he's a hell of a dude. Follow him, Container Haulers, on Instagram. I'll put a little doodad below. What was that? Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next one. Gold Truck is out of here. Well, you know me, I could save these old dinosaur trucks all day long and get the same enjoyment, but it's a new level, like I said in the beginning, to actually see the new owner's appreciation and excitement seeing the truck all put back together and completed and roadworthy. And he's putting the miles on it. 400 or 500 mile trips, towing gooseneck with it. I didn't honestly think the gooseneck hitch would ever get used, but proved me wrong, being that my buddy Cornell's got so many other overqualified trucks to tow this particular setup. But the whole second gen, he said it did great. It did 55 mile an hour where it needed to, and then some. Thank you guys so much for watching. Get out there, save a truck. Appreciate it.